Welcome back to the channel. Here's a fact that might surprise you. Over 90% of human communication is nonverbal. That means a woman could be showing you clear signs that she's into you, and you might not even notice. Most guys miss these signals, not because they aren't paying attention, but because they don't know what to look for. By the end of this video, that's going to change. You'll know exactly how to read the subtle cues women give when they're attracted to you, and more importantly, how to respond with confidence. Stick around until the end because I've got a bonus tip that most men never figure out. A simple shift that separates guys who naturally attract women from those who are always left wondering what went wrong. Welcome to Emma, your go-to channel for real, relatable advice on love, attraction, and relationships. 1. Heightened awareness of your presence. When a woman is attracted to you, her awareness of your presence increases, often without her even realizing it. It's not just about her looking at you once, it's how often and how subtly she does it. You walk into a coffee shop, she glances up. Normal. A few minutes later, she does it again. This time, she adjusts her posture, tucks her hair behind her ear, or straightens her back as if she's subconsciously preparing to be noticed. That's not random. That's her brain registering your presence. When we're drawn to someone, our awareness sharpens. Psychologists call this selective attention. It's the same reason you suddenly start noticing the car you just bought everywhere you go. When something or someone matters to you, your mind locks onto it. In fact, a study published in Psychological Science found that attraction enhances our ability to notice and track a person's movements, even in a crowded space. So if she always seems aware of where you are, even when she's pretending not to look, chances are you're already on her radar for more than just casual observation. 2. She touches her hair. Now, before you assume every woman who fixes her hair is interested in you, slow down. Let's break this one down properly. Women play with their hair for many reasons, but when it happens in the context of attraction, it's rarely random. It's often subconscious grooming. Small instinctive actions meant to enhance appearance and draw attention. Pay attention to when she does it. If she's twirling a strand between her fingers, brushing it back repeatedly, or fixing it while she's talking to you, those are classic signs of preening. Think of it this way. When someone feels attraction, they instinctively want to look their best. Research in evolutionary psychology even confirms this. Studies show women naturally adjust their appearance when they feel a surge of attraction. That's why she might suddenly fix her hair, straighten her dress, or check her reflection when you're around. So, if she's playing with her hair every time you speak, especially while maintaining eye contact, it's not just a nervous habit, it's her body quietly saying, "You've got my attention." Sign number 3. She licks her lips. The lips are one of the most sensual and expressive parts of the body, deeply tied to attraction. When a woman subtly licks or moistens her lips while looking at you, it's often not just random, it's a micro-expression, a quick, involuntary signal that reveals attraction before she's even aware of it herself. Here's why it happens. Attraction triggers physiological changes. When a woman feels drawn to someone, her body reacts, heart rate increases, breathing changes, and saliva production can shift. A study in the Journal of Behavioral Psychology found that our mouths often become drier when we're nervous or excited, leading to more lip-licking behavior. So, if she licks or bites her lips while talking to you, especially if she glances at your lips while doing it, she's likely signaling interest that goes beyond casual conversation. Sign number 4. She mirrors your body language. Most people don't even realize when they do this, but it's one of the clearest nonverbal signs of connection. It's called the chameleon effect. The subconscious tendency to imitate the posture, gestures, or movements of someone we feel in sync with. You lean in slightly, and she does too. You cross your arms, and moments later, she mirrors it. You take a sip of your drink, and suddenly, she reaches for hers. Why does this happen? Because mirroring builds trust and emotional alignment. Research in social psychology shows that people feel more comfortable and connected with those who subtly reflect their body language and energy. So, if she's mirroring you, without even realizing it, it's a powerful sign she's not just hearing your words, she's feeling your presence. Level up your awareness. Think about the last time you had a truly meaningful conversation with someone you instantly clicked with. Without realizing it, you probably started mirroring each other, matching gestures, facial expressions, even the rhythm of your speech. That same phenomenon happens when a woman is attracted to you. If you notice her subtly reflecting your movements or posture, take it as a strong indicator that her attention is locked on you more than anyone else in the room. 5. She exposes her neck. The neck is one of the most delicate and vulnerable areas of the body. When a woman exposes it around you, consciously or unconsciously, it's a powerful sign of attraction. Maybe she tilts her head slightly while talking to you, runs her fingers along her collarbone, plays with her necklace, or gently touches the side of her neck. Those gestures aren't random. They're instinctive signals of openness and trust. From an evolutionary standpoint, exposing the neck is a subconscious display of femininity and vulnerability. It's the same reason people naturally tilt their heads when they're deeply engaged in conversation. It makes them appear more inviting and approachable. Psychologists suggest these gestures trace back to primal courtship behaviors meant to draw subtle attention. So, if she does this while maintaining eye contact or during key moments in your interaction, it's a strong sign she's both comfortable and interested. Before we continue, if you're finding value in this video, take a moment to like and subscribe. Your support helps us grow and makes you an essential part of this community. We truly appreciate it. Now, let's continue. 6. She moves closer to you. This is one of the most overlooked signs because it feels so natural. When a woman is genuinely drawn to someone, she'll subconsciously find ways to close the distance. Picture this. You're at a social event, chatting in a group. Each time the conversation shifts, she somehow ends up right beside you, close enough that her arm could brush yours. That's not coincidence. It's instinct. Her body is doing what her words haven't said yet. She might lean in when you speak, angle her body toward you, or find subtle excuses to stand beside you instead of across from you. This is what psychologists call proximity theory. The idea that physical closeness naturally builds attraction. Studies show that the more often someone places themselves within your space, the greater the chance of emotional connection. Here's the truth. People don't move closer to what they're not drawn to. So, if she keeps finding ways to be near you, especially when she has other choices, it's not coincidence. It's instinct. 7. She makes prolonged eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most powerful silent signals of attraction. A brief glance can be polite, but when a woman holds your gaze for a second or two longer than normal, that's deliberate. It's her way of establishing a deeper, emotional link. Think about the last time you locked eyes with someone and felt that spark. It wasn't random. That pause, that lingering look, carried meaning. If she doesn't break eye contact immediately, or if she looks away and then back again, that's a classic sign of interest. There's science behind this too. Dr. Arthur Aaron, a leading psychologist on human connection, conducted a study where strangers maintained eye contact for just 4 minutes. Many reported feeling a strong emotional bond. Some even described it as falling in love. Why? Because prolonged eye contact triggers the release of oxytocin, the bonding hormone linked to intimacy and trust. So, when she looks at you a little longer than she needs to, she's not just looking, she's inviting you into a silent moment of connection. 8. She shows her palms. Most people underestimate how much their hands reveal about their emotions. In body language, open palms are among the clearest signs of trust, honesty, and openness. Picture this. You're talking to a woman, and she gestures naturally with her hands, her palms often facing upward. Or maybe she rests them on the table, visible and relaxed instead of hidden or tucked away. These subtle gestures aren't random. They signal comfort and openness, showing she feels at ease around you. On the other hand, crossed arms, clenched fists, or hidden hands are defensive signals. Body language experts note that when we trust someone, we instinctively reveal more of ourselves. That's why open palms often indicate sincerity and warmth. It's our body's way of saying, I feel safe with you. Think about great speakers. They often use open hand gestures because it makes them appear more genuine and approachable. The same principle applies in personal interactions. So, if a woman keeps her hands visible and expressive while talking to you, especially with her palms open, she's not just engaged in the conversation. She's subconsciously showing comfort, connection, and even attraction. Sign number 9. She playfully touches you. Touch is one of the strongest indicators of interest. When a woman initiates physical contact, even subtly, it's rarely accidental. Pay attention to the small touches. Maybe she taps your arm when she laughs, nudges you playfully during a tease, or briefly rests her hand on your forearm while talking. These gentle, fleeting moments aren't just casual. They're her way of building physical closeness and testing comfort between you. Think about it. People don't touch those they feel nothing for. If she's making an effort to establish casual physical contact, she's subconsciously bridging the gap between you. Touch isn't random, it sparks chemistry. When we experience physical contact, our bodies release oxytocin, the bonding hormone. It's the same chemical that deepens emotional connection between couples. That's why even small touches, a brush of the shoulder, a playful push, can create sparks without a single word being said. But here's the key. Context matters. If she's finding reasons to touch you, especially in a playful, flirty way, she's likely testing the waters to see how you'll respond. Bonus. Tip. How to respond to these signals. You've made it this far, so you're officially part of the real community. Here's your well-earned bonus tip. Spotting attraction cues is one thing. Knowing how to respond is what separates confident men from the rest. It's not enough to recognize the signs. You have to react in a way that builds attraction naturally. Here's how. If she makes eye contact, hold it for a second longer before smiling. A calm, confident gaze followed by a subtle smile shows assurance without intensity. If she mirrors your movements, change your posture slightly and see if she follows. If she does, that's proof she's tuned into you subconsciously. If she touches you playfully, reciprocate lightly. You don't grab her. Just a natural touch on her forearm while making a point is enough. Small, confident gestures create connection. If she moves closer to you, don't step back. Most guys panic and retreat, not realizing she's closing the distance on purpose. Instead, stay grounded. Hold your frame. Lean in slightly when you speak to her. It shows confidence without trying too hard. The key? Confidence. Women respond to men who are aware but not desperate, confident but never arrogant. Attraction isn't about chasing. It's about recognizing her signals and responding in a way that lets the connection grow naturally. If you've made it this far, drop a comment below. I see the signs. That's how I'll know you're part of the real community, the ones who actually pay attention and want to level up in their interactions. If you got value from this video, hit the like button. It's the easiest way to support the channel and helps more people see this content. Plus, it lets us keep bringing you high-quality videos every single day. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications. We break down attraction, confidence, and dating psychology in a way that's simple, practical, and proven to work. Also, share this video with a friend who might be missing these signals. You never know who needs to hear it. We've got another video on your screen right now that's the perfect next step. Go ahead, click on it.